Don't you think it's time to up your game? Get to the next level with G Fuel Energy. Item selection. Zero sugar, antioxidants, vitamins. Character creation. Wow, looking good. Gamer words. DLC. And speed. Side quest. Look out, sweats. Build mode. Lag. Noob. Squad up. G Fuel Energy. We made this commercial for you gamers.
Yo, what is going on, mobile esports fans, and welcome to Embers of Victory Season number 3. I am Sudden Death, and I am joined by the one, the only, Mantis. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic, and like you said, I'm ready to get into this third season of Embers of Victory, because it's been a while since we've had this tournament, and I kind of miss it, I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely, guys. We have some fun matches coming up for you today here for the Americas region. We're just going to run down the basic information about the tournament, what teams are participating, the prizes, and then we'll go ahead and dive on into the matchup today. Before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket here, and this is for the Americas region. Mantis, what's sticking out to you? Anything?
Yeah, well, again, taking a look at the bracket, we can see we started off with a total of 16 teams here. A lot of them fighting their way up the brackets. Again, single elimination. You know, we've had a lot of, just forfeits in the beginning. Maybe some teams can bring the players together. But now we're down to the semifinals for today. We're going to have Merciless HQ versus Elevate. And then another match, Underestimated versus Resurgent. I don't believe the second one is being played on stream, but we are going to be starting off with Merciless versus Elevate. And it should be a pretty exciting match. Merciless are your champions from Pro League last season for Americas, I believe. So it should be very exciting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this one, folks. Of course, it's going to be a best of 3, so you're guaranteed at least 2 matches. And hopefully, we'll get that third one head on over to that final matchup. Merciless HQ versus Elevate. Folks, let us know in the comment section down below who you think will be taking the W here, what the score will be for the first map. Take a look at the prizes here. Mantis, over to you.
Yeah, again, prizes popping up on screen right now. We can see right now there is a first and second place prize pool. So right now we're in the semifinals. If you get knocked out, you're not getting your hands on any of these prizes. But if you do move on after today, you're going to be getting your hands on some of those amazing prizes. First place, getting $600 US, an MES champion skin. Similar to how we have those champion skins for, Circuit and Pro League and stuff, you'll be getting your own mobile esports skin, which I'm sure is going to be clean. And then we have the MES emblem, 15,000 COPS credits, 140 premium cases, and 500 MES credits. And then second place will be getting $200 in MES emblem and 5,000 COPS credits.
Some good stuff here on the line. We're just talking about that skin. You guys ready to see it? I know some people are already in the comment section wanting to see the skin, see what it looks like. Here it is, folks. Here is the official mobile esports skin on the M4. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Goes with the logo here on the channel, and it pops. I love it. I just got it sent to me. I'm pretty happy about it, man. It looks phenomenal.
I'm jealous. It looks clean.
Definitely gonna be flexing on some people. Actually, I'll probably be getting shot. Somebody else will be picking it up from my dead body and flexing on me, but it'll still look cool in game. All right, folks. Let us know what you think about the skin, and let's hop on into the matchup here. Merciless HQ versus Elevate. Let's take a look at Merciless first. We got their achievements popping up on screen, and of course, all the players here. You can see they just, as previously mentioned, are the Americas winner for the Pro League Season 1 right there. Total maps won, 21 maps lost are 6. That's a pretty impressive win-loss ratio there on the maps. And you got some familiar faces there. Who sticks out to you, Mantis?
Yeah, I mean, again, a lot of these players, they've been all over the place. Again, Scott, Vape specifically, I know Vape, I believe he was the North America MVP from Worlds of 2022. So again, probably a player you want to be looking out for. And again, it's incredible how good Merciless are. I mean, not only did they win the Pro League, but they were also first place in the round robin stage. They have the most amount of points. You can see based on the amount of maps they've lost, they barely drop any maps. So I'm definitely excited to see how this best of 3 plays out.
It's best of three. You gotta have somebody coming into the best of three. You can't just have one person in the best of three. Here's Elevate. E8. Popping
Yeah,
up
and
on screen
again,
right now.
it's a lot of familiar faces. You can see they were the winners of Circuit Intermediate, as well as they placed pretty high in those group stages of Circuit. But man, I'm telling you, Elevate, they've also been around for a while, also formerly known as Dynamic Gaming. If you're a little confused, maybe you're looking at the roster and you're like, hang on, I know these guys. They're not Elevate. Yeah, well, they changed their team name. So you can see Pretzels, Tomatoes, Juice, Ticks, all these familiar faces that have competed before. We're going to have a pretty good matchup for the Americas here today.
Take a look at the maps you're going to be playing on. Map videos popping up on screen right now. Of course, best of three. We'll have 3 maps here for the map pool. They're selecting, and the rest, well, they're just not going to be feeling them. Getting the left swipe.
Oh, how unfortunate.
I wanted to see Village, man. I always want to see Village. I wasn't going to say anything because I was hoping that maybe we would get it, but that's not going to be the case. First pick should be popping up here. Canals is what we're going to be starting off on. All right, see some ratio action, maybe the Scar being brought in. Then going on over to Port. That is a heck yeah right there.
We love Port. Grounded getting the left swipe from Merciless on Dynamic Gaming, picking Plaza for that last ban, and it's going to be Soar for our decider. Should be a very interesting best of 3 here, especially if this goes a distance. Again, these maps, I believe, are reflecting the map pool from Season 1 of Pro League, so that's why you're not seeing all of the maps on screen here, just the 7 that were played before there. It's going to be Canals, Port, and then Soar for our potential decider if we get to go to the 3rd map.
And hopefully we'll get that. I always like Soar for the decider. It's an interesting map to have for your decider map. But Canals is going to be map number 1. That's the one we're going to be hopping on into here shortly, folks. We're waiting for the final confirmation, and we will go ahead and get on into that. Again, chat us in the comment section down below who you think will be taking the W here in this first map on Canals. Let us know what the round count's going to be. I'm always curious to hear the chat's thought on that. Sometimes you guys get it right down to the exact numbers, and sometimes you're way off. It's like 13 to 3 and ends up being a 13 to 12. So go ahead and go use those voting predictions maybe I'll have down there in the comment section. Manthus, what do you think is going to be the outcome here of map number 1?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say, you know. I don't know how to predict Canals. It's a hard one because I think it really comes down to your team's play style a lot of the time. You know, you can't just say, "Oh, Canals, maybe this team is gonna win." I really can't tell until I see them play because if you like to get aggressive, then this map is not for you. This map punishes you for getting aggressive because there's so many long range angles, so many ratty spots you could play in, and it's so hard to get aggressive and make it work. I do think that Merciless might enjoy that kind of play style, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. Again, also, I don't know how good the ratios are. You know, Americas, they're typically not notorious for having, you know, incredible players on the snipers. It's usually over on the European side where we see the star players rocking that ratio and really finding a lot of value with it.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what kind of a Scar utilization we get here on the map. Then, of course, the bane of everybody's existence right now, the KSG, might have some action with it. Of course, shotgun being a little closer range, but you can have some altercations in the bomb sites, and coming up in cafe as well could get interesting.
Yeah, if the KSG does see any action, I will be impressed. Again, I know you're saying Canals maybe not the best map for it, but I mean, hey, you never know. You can make the gun work on almost any map if you're playing the right angle. So I'm interested to see how that's going to play out.
Welcome in, everybody. Lewis, nice to see you in here. Boats, Triton. Shout out to everybody else here in the chat. Share the stream. Drop a like, folks. Get everybody on in here. We'll be starting here with the matchup here shortly. Mersearch HQ versus Elevate. We're waiting for the final players to go ahead and join it up, and then we will be good to go. Excited for this matchup. Looks like we got 3 more needing to join the room.
Yeah, again, waiting on those final plays. We got to make sure that this tournament is played in a fair environment. You know, no cheating, no doing anything like that. We got to make sure everyone gets some recordings in and make sure y'all charged up and ready to go. We don't want any disqualifications or anything. We want a fair match and a good match at that. And hopefully we'll be getting into that very shortly here. Just waiting on the last couple of players before we can go ahead and get started.
So you win the knife mantis. Which side you taking? You going breach or you going coalition? Or do you want, you go breach, you get the coalition to fall back on the flip, or do you want to have that coalition side for the start, try to run up your score? What are you thinking?
I mean, I don't know. I would say it depends on what team, or I guess how comfortable I am. If I think I can really hold it down with the sniper and use those scars well, I'd probably start on the coalition side,
Okay.
try and get that early momentum, because I honestly think that defending can be hard on this map if you don't know how to really utilize those long range weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Those long range weapons really will help. A long range weapon which never really got much love, and now there's been some new ones. The HK. You think the HK is just pretty much dead when you have the scar you can utilize, or is there still some spot on the roster for that gun?
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't seen the HK used in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Like me personally, I kind of forgot that gun existed for a while.
Whew.
It's like I miss the glory days when the HK was super powerful. Honestly, I'm surprised it doesn't get a little more use. I know it's a little more on the expensive side, but I
Mhm.
think on maybe specifically on this map, the HK could be really powerful. Again, now that we have the Scar, maybe people are less inclined to use a gun like the HK just because, I could just use the Scar. It's better and it has a scope. So why
Yep.
why would I use the HK?
Yeah, the scope and the mobility that you get from the scar while scoped in is definitely phenomenal. Of course, your hip fire action isn't as great with it. Burn through that ammo really quick. But of course, there are trade offs. And folks, we're just waiting for the final players to go ahead and finish their recordings and join up, and then we will go ahead and get on into this. Now's a perfect time to head over there to gfuel.com and pick out what flavor you want and use that code esportsmobile at checkout for 30% off anything at gfuel.com. That's right, you heard that correctly. That's 30% off anything at gfuel.com by utilizing code esportsmobile at checkout, folks. That is anything right now. Summer officially just started a couple days ago. Memorial Day is kind of like that unofficial, official day you pass, and then it's summer. I'll tell you what, it's like the weather took that really seriously. It went from being a nice like 65, 70 around here up into like 85 and 90 in the last couple of days. I
Oh yeah,
wish it didn't take it that seriously, man. But you know what? I was thinking it's time to get some new G Fuel, and you're looking at the OG flavors right there. Tropical Rain, that's always a great one to have in the summer. And of course, my favorite, Blue Ice, have that one. And Strawberry Shortcake, whether you mix it with water or my preferred method, milk. It's definitely refreshing after you come in from a hard day's workout mowing, or maybe playing some basketball at the park, or maybe you're like me and you're a vampire. You don't go outside. It's a hard day working in front of the computer. You still need something refreshing, still need the energy. Whatever the case may be, Cody Sports Mobile has you covered at gfuel.com for 30% off anything at checkout.
I've heard people say I'm mixing milk with some G Fuel flavors. I'm like, that sounds a little strange, but I think I can see it working with the strawberry shortcake. That might be something on my list to try now.
Dude, you got to try it. It is phenomenal. It takes just a little bit extra to mix and get all the powder in there, but it's top
See,
notch.
now you making me think that's what I'm ordering next.
Oh, 100%. And don't forget to use that code esports mobile at checkout. 30% off anything. Folks, next map is going to be map number 1. It is going to be Canals. Again, we were just waiting for the couple players to go ahead, finish up, and get on in here. Might have had to finish doing some chores or something. Mommy made him take the trash out. Wouldn't give them their iPhone back until that was over. I understand, got chores you got to do before you can play. All jokes aside, again, just waiting for the last couple players to join up. If you're interested in checking out the rules, you can do so on mobilesports.org/rules. I think that's the right order of progression right there. But you can go ahead and check out all the things the players have to do in order to go ahead and get into the room. It involves screenshots, recording settings, recording coming into the game, et cetera, just to make sure everything is on the up and up before we start.
There's a lot of changes coming within esports. I'm kind of curious. With our new map Costello, are you excited to see that in competitive play, Suddy?
I am definitely excited to see that in competitive play. I really am. Curious to see how players will take advantage of that. Of course, different regions as well will take advantage of it, because it's unique being a caster, because you get to cast every single region, and every single region has a different play style. So I'm curious to see how everybody's going to be using that here coming to the next season of Pro League.
We just have to pray that everyone doesn't ban it like they do with the village.
Dude, I know.
I'm praying.
Get some fresh blood in there.
Like, come on, man. I've heard a lot of good feedback about Costello. It's not like I think people just don't like the maps like, Village and Sword because it's hard. It takes a lot of teamwork and it's
Hmm.
very hard to play those maps. But I think Costello is a lot more, I guess you could say, balanced when it comes to it's not like one side really overtakes the other. So
Hmm.
hopefully people will warm up to this map a lot better than other maps.
Yeah, I like Village. That's another reason I like Port so much is because it requires so much teamwork. And I think Sora is kind of in that same boat as well, where you can't rely as an individual as much. You do need a little bit more teamwork, team coordination. Of course, it's a team-based game. There's every single map you play. There is some of that, but these maps, the previous three I just mentioned, and potentially Costello as well, I think you just need a little extra chemistry with the team, the little extra practice to go ahead and just be really, really efficient on those maps.
And again, teamwork makes the dream work. It comes down to, how much effort you guys are gonna put into, I guess, the practices and stuff as a team. Going in those customs, learning those lineups, doing what you need to do to win.
Exactly. Folks, again, we are wanting to start. We would start instantly if we could. We're waiting for the final players to join up, discussing what's going on, see what's taking them a couple extra minutes to go ahead and get on in here. It happens. There's technical difficulties. That's why I get, my day job, do IT stuff. Thank God for it. Pays the bills, and that's what's going on right now. Just finishing somebody. I think they're having an iPad issue. Should get sorted out here quickly. It's usually just a quick restart. Appreciate you all being patient in the chat. Snoops, what's going on? E8 win.
I think that's a little trolling going on. My man Snoop's rocking the Merc logo and saying E8 win. Hey, you know what? I mean, hey, we love the support. I'd like to see a good game at that. I don't want it to be a clean sweep. Let us go to Soar. I've probably casted Soar like once in North America. I want to see a Soar map for the final time before it gets removed from the map pool going forward with
Yeah,
these
that's right. It
points.
is gonna get It is gonna get dropped.
Kind of curious if they're gonna rework any of the maps since they're like changing up the map pool and all that. Because
Mm-hmm.
what was the last map that we actually got a full-on rework for? I want to say it was Bureau,
Was it
unless
Bureau or
I'm wrong.
Plaza? No, I think you're right. I
Actually,
think
no,
it was
you're right. It's
Bureau.
Plaza.
It
I
was?
don't know if I count Plaza because they did change the B side up, so maybe it's like it wasn't really a full rework. They just changed a couple
Yeah, they
things
added some
on
extra
site.
icing to it.
I think that the next, if we're talking like one of the newer maps, I think it's probably going to be Soar because I think by now Raid and Port are fairly balanced. I think Soar may or may not get some things added to it. Try and make it a little more easier for the attackers because right
Mm-hmm.
now it just takes way too much coordination. If you're playing solo queue and ranked, it's so hard to attack on that map. So they
Well, yeah, I
probably
mean,
don't want that.
yeah, every map takes. I think that map requires a little more luck than any of the other maps. You gotta have a little extra luck in your back pocket to be able to throw out on the map of Soar when you're attacking. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you get something there. Like I said, I think Raid's balance. I don't really think I would change much on that map, if anything. And same way with Port. I think Port is. I've called it the perfect map for the in terms of individual play, team chemistry,
Oh, Port is
utility
definitely the
utilization,
perfect
gun
map.
skill. Yeah, I mean, it's like you can, if you want, bring out longer range weapons. You good with pistols? No problem. Shotguns? Yeah, we got you. Assault rifles? Individual players can shine, and teamwork is phenomenal on that map. You can plant the bomb quick, just like on Raid. I think it's got a little bit of everything. So I definitely wouldn't change anything on Port. I think Raid, I wouldn't change anything on either. Chat, what do you think? Let us know in the comment section down below.
Trying to see if we can maybe get an update on those players. What's going on with them joining that room and all that.
Yeah, folks, again, appreciate you being nice and patient with us. It happens. I'm sure all you get calls from your grandma once in a while needing to fix your iPhone or the Android device. That's always fun trying to do that over the phone without any visual. Like it's doing this. I have no idea what this is, grandma. No idea. Yo, what's going on, Glocks? Welcome in. Yeah, next season 2 of Pro League will be lots of fun. Definitely looking forward to that.
It'll be even more fun if you guys. I know we got a lot of NA fans here in the chat or NA comp players. It'll be even more fun if you guys don't, ban Costello every single time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm counting on y'all to give us an entertaining season 2 of Pro League. Now's the perfect time to be practicing it. A lot of teams, they like to ban Village. Look at Dynamic Gaming, for example, or I guess now known as E8. They played Village a couple times in Pro League, and they won pretty much every single time on Village because they said, you know what, we're going to practice this map. No one else likes it. And guess what? It gave them free map wins. So if you guys are in the chat, you're like, you know what, maybe we're not, the best. We're probably going to lose versus these guys. Sometimes all you gotta do is practice that uncommon map, and then it turns it around like so quickly. If you know what to do on the map and your opponents don't, then it's game over. And you could even make them ban the map, and then you could play a different map that you want. So it's up to y'all, It's up to the practice.
Well, speaking of maps, I think we're ready to dive on into map number 1, folks. The plane has finally landed over here in Amsterdam. The players are out, and they're about to head down Belong for the knife. I'm assuming that's where they're going to be knifing. They'll probably switch it up and go A bomb site or something for the knife, but because I said Belong. But we're going to be knifing here in just a moment, waiting for the final confirmation, and we'll get rid of our semi-attractive faces and hop on into what you came to see, the matchup between Merciless HQ and Elevate. Here we go. I take it back.
I think we're getting ready for our
semi-attractive
knife.
faces just yet.
Yeah, almost. Oh, it's the battle of the knives, 1v1.
Looks like Merciless right there is going to be winning the knife round. Be choosing which side they want to start out on. You were saying if you feel confident with your longer range weapons, you'd start on the coalition side, right, Manthus?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think you should start on that side if you think you can really lock it down with those longer ranged weapons and whatnot.
We'll see how confident Merciless is feeling here, or if they want to go ahead and start on the breach here. Looks like the final reset's coming in. We'll be good to go. I'm excited, man. Patience pays. All right, folks, we are live, switching on over to the game right now. Here we go. Round number 1 of map number 1 is underway. Chat, let us know your thoughts. Who's going to be taking the W here in map 1 and what the round count will be. Do it now. Don't wait until it's all over, almost all over, and make your predictions. I know some of you guys are cheeky in the chat. Here we go. Alou starting off with Deagle in his hand, firing a couple shots, not able to connect on anybody just yet. He's going to move down here underpass with his teammate, work on up. It looks like the bomb has made its way over to the A site. Arm, going to find Juice. That bomb, it can be planted. Pretzel's trying to stay alive, but he's going to get twisted up. Max with a nice 2K of his own, trying to get the third, but his teammate Ox going to go ahead and slap his arm out of there. It's a 2v2 now.
Elevated managed to turn it around. It was looking like Merciless were going to end up on top. Ox is going to get taken out, and Max is left in a 1v2. Can he clutch up for the team? It's going to be Scott with that XD to take him out. Merciless HQ starting off strong for us, 1-0.
That cash advantage now. We'll utilize that properly. Go ahead and pick up the ARs they want to use. Go ahead and put another point on the board over top of Elevate. Elevate looks like just going to pick up some utility. Maybe try to go for a quick push in a bomb plant, get a little extra cash, but it doesn't look like they're going to be trying anything cheeky here and just get this round at number 2 with quickly. So rush down Belong. Bape and Loose are there finding Ox and Max. Bape's in a tough spot, comes back. He's gonna get dropped there, but it's Arm and Loose getting kills respectively, and Loose gonna find 2. Finds Juice and Pretzels. He's got the full snack. Merciless HQ leading by 2 as moving to round number 3.
Elevate should be able to bounce back with a full buy of their own at this point. So we will have to see how this can play out. Max whipping out a Scar for us. This should get interesting. It's all M4s on the side of Merciless HQ as well. Going to be showing us that silenced power. And Max hoping to see if someone's going to peek out here. It looks like Loose maybe he's going to go for it, but I think he's just kind of fighting towards the bridge. Not going to swing out wide. That wouldn't be, the best idea to make right now if you're holding that angle. I'm kind of checking this as well. A lot of slow gameplay from Elevate. Maybe trying to see if Merc are going to try and get aggressive. But again, you get aggressive on this map, you're just going to get punished. There's way too many angles to hold down. And it can be so hard to get aggressive. And Scott opens us up with a pick on a Juice. And the bomb is going to get dropped as well. over towards the bridge. Elevate are able to recover it, and Ox picks up a loose. He does overextend just a little bit, but everyone's waiting for him. Ottawa has pushed up from main, though he's able to drop Cali before backing off, and Arm is able to find Pretzels as well. He thinks the side is clear, but Arm is able to catch him by surprise. Ox now is left in an impossible situation, and that grenade is just going to finish him off. What can you even do in that scenario? And Max is surely as well, yeah, he's about to meet his own fate. Merciless HQ have brought us 3-0, and Elevate may or may not have to eco. Maybe they'll go for the full buy, but it's going to be the lighter rifles.
Blue's pulling out a Scar. See what Elevate comes up with. Looks like they'll be going for a bit of a broken buy. Ox pulling out the Hero Rifle. A couple MR96s and then P250s for the remaining players here on the side of Elevate. B seems to be the side of choice again for them. They'll make a quick push down, try to plant that bomb. Known to them. 3 players more hanging over towards this A site. Frag grenade going back there. Doesn't look, it doesn't need damage to any of those players. Arms popping around. Eluce watching his angles. Flashbangs coming in. Eluce in a tough spot. And they're going to reinforce that B bomb site as that bomb is slowly moving up here through the rear. Lots of blue in the kill feed right now. Pretzel's able to find one, but quickly dropped on out of there. Juice is now the last player alive. And that straw goes right through the bottom of his box. And Arm takes the W over him. Merciless HQ up by 4.
And Elevate, now most of them for the full part can full buy. Ox not really rocking any utility. Maybe could ask for a drop from his team, but I guess he doesn't need it this round. And it's going to be mostly that slow gameplay for these players. Map stats popping up as well on the top there. We can see Merc have won 3 times out of 3. Elevate, only 2 out of 3. Oh, that flash is going to hurt Scott, and Ox is able to drop him. Ottawa takes huge damage as well. Ox almost finding a 2k of his own. And I think right now, honestly, the man of this match, or this round, is about to be Pretzels. He is lurking on his own. Yeah, Ottawa tries to get aggressive there. Ox finding another. He's gotten 3 so far this round. Maybe look and see if he can't find an ace for us. That would be pretty impressive. And it's still Ottawa trying to lock it down on the site, but Juice is able to drop him. Max finding a pick as well, and Elevate have picked up their first round, ready to turn it around in their favor, hopefully.
Closing that gap down to just 3 now. Merciless HQ, plenty of cash to work with. We'll see what they decide to buy. First one, Vape going to be pulling out that M4. Seems to be going for some cheaper rifles as well this time. Scott is just opting a Deagle. Looks like they're going to be just trying to conserve the cash. I mean, I'm looking at Arm. He's got 0 in his bank account. Loose is also a little lower too. Trying to manage that economy the best they can. Vape is the first to strike, finding Pretzels. Minute 27 left here on the clock. Bomb is just about to be picked up here. That's Juice who has picked it up. Could make his way back over towards B. You can see player number 6, Max, looking to make sure nobody was sneaking down B long. And we might see that bomb cross here to make its way over towards B. It almost looked like they were going to do that, but it looks like no, they're going to fully commit over here towards this A side.
Oh, Eluce tries to get aggressive there. It's not going to work out. Ottawa with this Deagle. Or I'm sorry. Scott with the Deagle might be able to find some value, but no, Arm is going to get dropped. And it looks like he's able to pick up a gun. And now Juice is left in a 1 versus 2. He does have the bomb in hand. Oh, he's trying to see if he can't outplay them here. Not going to go for that bomb plan. Instead, going to creep his way up through the coalition spawn. And Merciless, they're not rotating. They're sticking to the A side. So they might expect this from Juice at this point. They're not even budging from that A side. Maybe slowly going to start pushing up elbow. But for the time being, no one is watching Juice. He could maybe pull this off. Actually, no, just as I say that, yeah, Scott is going to peek him, and now Juice, he's on his way to B. This man got spotted, and now he is on the run. Going to pop that reload. Only 8 bullets. I'd say that's a wise decision, but it's going to be Ottawa who meets him here over towards the bridge. But he's not able to stop him in time, and now Juice is able to get that bomb plant, secure the money for his team. If he could pull this off on 15 HP, that would be incredible. Looks like both players coming in from the bottom as well. And Juice is opting to play towards spawn. Now, if they think he's playing for B long, this could be huge from Juice. But this timing might get the best of him, and yeah, Ottawa is going to take him down right as they peek around. It's easy defuse for Merciless there.
Bomb has been defused.
Yeah, Elevate really only needs to get about 3 more rounds here on the board, and they will have had a phenomenal half here on the breach. Then we begin that coalition side coming on into the flip. So really, it's only 3 more rounds I need to focus on. I mean, even 3, I think, is manageable to make the comeback on. I think anything less than that, you're going to have a incredibly impressive coalition side. But 3 is definitely what you want. 4 should be the goal, though. Lots of blue, though, still here. Pretzels and Juice are going to get kills respectively. Ottawa's going to lose the gunfight, and Juice picks up a kill on him. That's 2 for him already with the SG in his hand. 2 players have to live here on each side. Juice, incredibly low HP. A lot of juice leaking out of his box right now. A loose with a sniper in hand.
But look at this. See, they just know that they're not even going A. Like, Merciless, they're reading dynamic gaming pretty well so far when it comes to these late round scenarios.
Great insight right there. Max finds a loose. That sniper rifle might end up being the downfall here for Merciless, but Vapes in this 1 versus 1 here. He's able to pick up the kill. Now he's just waiting for Max. Comes around the corner, and that recoil was not controlled well enough. Max pops his top leg soda pop, and Team Elevate puts another point there on the board, closing Merciless's lead back down to only 3.
And it's going to be a full buy here, but I think by the end of this round, no matter what happens, someone is probably going to be on an eco, whether it's Merciless or Elevate. Actually looks like Alus already had to go for a bit of an eco because he did force up that sniper. Vape opens the slip with a huge pick with that scar into Ox. He's already getting a drop over towards the bridge. Oh, and look at this from Arm. He's getting super aggressive, and Pretzel is able to take him out there. And Alus is on site, but he only has an XD. And right now it's Vape playing alone on B. I think this could be the way Elevate win. If they're able to bounce back and pick up a round over on the B site, they could maybe overwhelm him with that Scar. Yeah, Jude's able to get a huge pick on the Ottawa there. But Vape is still holding this down. But Callie's going to win that gunfight out. It is just not his day today, man. And right now it's looking like maybe B site will be the side of choice. Scott is going to flank up from elbow though and get a huge 2K, turning it back around. Now all of a sudden it was back in Merc's favor for a second. Scott is able to tie it back up, now down to a 1v1, but Pretzel is planning that bomb and Scott has quite the retake on his hands here. The question is, where does he choose to come from?
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, working with his AK on the site, depending on where Scott comes from, might end up being okay for Pretzels. But if it's a longer range engagement, that AUG is going to win almost every single time. He's going to choose Cafe, try to get the most work he can with that AK in his hand. Still love my Koi AK.
The classic.
Dude, it is OG. It's almost as OG as I am. Pretzel's waiting to hear that little tap. Oh, there it is. And Scott is going to pick up the kill on him. Bomb will be defused. Here he is. Almost 100 maps to this man's name. 97 maps with a 68% win rate. Hopefully it'll be a 69 if he takes the W today. Nice. Takes his lead back up to 4 here. It's 6-2. Merciless HQ is leading here. We're about to go into the flip. Just a couple more rounds.
I would say that was probably a much needed round by Elevate. But man, the flanks from Merciless, I tell you what, you really can't play aggressive on this map, but if you do it at the right time, when they're least expecting it, Merc are showing us that they can really make it work. And it's just, like, especially when they're down a player, they just say, you know what, this round is looking losable, I'm going to do something risky. Look at Vape right now, he's so close to Ox, and he's going to push up here, he's able to drop him, and Callie can't even get the trade. It's so loose to find him with some support from the teammate. Juice is able to find one, and now Arm is going to peek out from the bridge, and that's an easy kill for Juice. Eluse does overextend just a little bit, but Pretzel is still left in a 1 versus 3. It's looking very hard for him to be able to pull this one off. And yeah, he's just going to get taken out by Scott. Merc can now lead by 5 heading into round 10.
Looking at 3 more rounds before we go on here into the flip. I think Elevate, I mean, obviously best case scenario to win the next 3 for Elevate, right? But if they're able to get 2 more, they're sitting in a pretty good position. But Merciless isn't going to let that happen easily. We'll see if Elevate decides to switch what they've been doing for the last few rounds up. Ooh, man, Vape is going to make it hard as he opens up with a nice pick there. Luz also finding Max, has 2 players down early here for Team Elevate. Haven't even crossed the minute 30 mark yet.
We have Pretzel slowly making his way up. I think he's about to maybe get into an encounter here. He's able to drop Vape, but yeah, it's the immediate trade from Eluse there, and he's still pushing up lower, and he's able to drop Cali. Juice is now left over towards Owo. The bomb is in tunnel. He has a lot of work to do, and Ottawa's gonna be the first one he peeks into. Maybe a bit of a stutter there on his end, but now it's 8-2. This is looking like we could have very well a 10-2 half from Merciless HQ. I mean, look at the buy on Dynamic Gaming, and also just take a look at the scoreboard. Honestly, the kills aren't like, too crazy. I'd say it's pretty spread even. No one's carrying too hard.
Yeah, really, so far, Merciless has just been dominating here on the Coalition side. Very, very comfortable. They know what to do. Of course, they have the advantage of being on that Coalition side. Just got to wait for the players to come to you, and they are definitely working that advantage as much as they can. Scott and Ottawa here defending on this A-bomb side. They're looking to push on in here. Vade coming around from the back. Keep an eye on him. Play number 5 right there. That's Eluse looking down B long. Not going to see anybody. You should get a read that they're all over here by this A site. Battle coming out here. It's Scott in a tough situation. Popping around the corner. I think did he miss that player? He didn't see Pretzels. He goes for the 2K. Pretzels is still done. He's going to drop him, but not before the damage has been done. Vape on the Euratio might make it difficult for him to keep this bomb site out of the hands of the Breach. Firing a couple shots. He's whiffing them, but somehow he's... Oh, I take it back. Teammate Eluse is going to finish Pretzels off. I thought he got the drag scope on him. Merciless HQ wins that round, and it is 9-2, folks.
And I tell you what, right now at the Elevate, they really need to try and see if they can. Like, I'm curious as to what's going on over there in Spawn. It looks like Cali's AFK, but again, they have so much money for reserve, and they're not using it to, like, drop some grenades. You really need those smokes on this map. But Vape is going to really overextend, and he's going to get punished for it almost immediately. I don't know what's going on. Why this man does not have a gun like every single round.
He's just got an XD, yeah.
Maybe he's trying to show us that XD power or something, I mean, we've
looks
seen
like it's lacking in power. Yeah, it looks like it's lacking in power here in round number 12, though. Arm's definitely not lacking in power. Gives a nice uppercut. 2v3 right now. Bomb is being planted over here on the A-bomb site. Eluse has picked up that Euratio off the ground, and he'll try to use that as effectively as he can. He's going to be moving around here towards the back. Going tree elbow with it. Looks like I have an altercation here with Pretzels.
Yeah, Arm is going to get taken out there. For the aggressive push from Elevate to try and secure this round, and it's going to work out in their favor. Eluse does pick up an SG, though. He's able to get one with that huge... Oh my goodness, what? No. Hang on. Oh my gosh, imagine. What was that shot on the Juice,
That was
man?
clean.
Back. I don't even know how he got that kill, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, folks, here on the flip, Merciless is now on the Breach side. Merciless on the Coalition. Overlay will be updated in just a moment. A lot of shots going back and forth here. It's a 3 versus 3.
Maybe Merciless are gonna lose this pistol. It's much needed for Elevate. Considering they're down by 6 right now, they need to try and close that gap as much as possible. 3v3, but the HP is fully favoring Elevate right now. I mean, Ottawa and Eluse, probably only one bullet to drop these players. Arm, maybe a couple more.
Yeah, if Merciless grabs his pistol round, I hate to write Elevate off, but I mean, it's going to be so difficult to make that comeback. It'll be 11-3. Super quick. They definitely need the pistol W here. Cali gets dropped right into the below 10 HP territory. I'm not sure what happened there. Ooh, Eluse picks up a mean headshot there on Ox. Merciless is slowly making their way over here towards the bomb sites. Unknown to them, though, it's going to be A. Oh, man, look at this. Cali, last player alive, doesn't see the bomb go behind, is able to pick up a nice kill there on Eluse. But that bomb should easily be planted. Oh, maybe not. Arm's not going to plant it. Looking for the kill there on Cali. And wow. Phenomenal play right there. I believe that was probably a call letting him know where Cali was headed. And Arm was able to take advantage of it. Well played.
Yeah, that was probably around the Elevate couldn't have afforded to, let go by. I definitely thought they were going to pick that one up. It was looking like it should have gone in their favor. But Merciless, they just hunted them down. Took the 1v1s, and they were able to pull forward in the end. Here comes the aggressive play. Juice is going to get dropped immediately. Again, when you only got those pistols, there's not much you can do besides try something crazy. Yeah, it's yellow all over the kill feed right now. 2 revolvers in hand, though. Maybe they can find some damage with it if they're lucky. Max is able to get one tag, and there we go. Ox able to recover the gun from there. Oh, and those players, it looks like they lined up, if I'm not wrong. Did a little body damage to both of them. But now 11-3 Elevate. They gotta go on a crazy win streak here, man, or else it's pretty much over.
If you're going to make the comeback, you need to start now. You can't let him get to match point. Not quite sure what
100%.
Scott was doing there for a second. They picking up the bomb. B seems to be the side of choice right now, but they definitely could move over here towards A. I am watching the bomb move under underpass right now. You have a loose, which was just looking over there towards A. B seems like that is definitely going to be the side they're going to right now. Coalition are very, very spread out. Ox in a tough spot, able to find one, but Scott with a quick strafe across is going to drop him. Doesn't like the tunes he was playing. Max is going to be eliminated by that frag grenade. Loose just went ahead and casually rolled on in there, just like as casually he uses code esports mobile at checkout to save 30% off anything at gfuel.com. The bomb has been planted, and they're looking for that delivery to come here shortly for that match point of 12. 3 players up the live here for Team Elevate. Juice giving away his position, able to land lots of shots, but not able to drop anybody. Pretzels is staying up. Scar in hand, coming from behind, trying to pin these players on here in this bomb site, but they don't have Cafe locked down. They're going to move down out of there.
It's going to be hard to pull this off. HP is not in their favor. Yeah. And the bomb defuse is going down right now. Juice should be able to stick him loose with the flank. He's able to find 2, and Ottawa's going to clean it up. How do Merciless just bring that back around? Like, I'm thinking, all right, it's over. He's getting that defuse. No one was even watching B longer. This man just pushed up and got 2 picks for free. I can't believe they let him get away with that.
Damn, Merciless is on a whole nother level. It is only map 1, you know, but looking at this, it might be a quick 2-0 here. I hope that's not the case. Trying to bring that Caster's Curse in. Probably won't actually work right now because I want it to work. I'd like to see a match, but Merciless is just on something else today. They have to be drinking G Fuel. That's G Fuel in practice, man. Gives you the energy to practice more. Ottawa already opening up, eliminates Ox, cuts him off the radio, and Scott is picking up a quick kill there on Juice. Already 2 players down here for Elevate. And they're on the Coalition side. And that's all she wrote. 13-3 is going to be the final count here at Merciless HQ, taking the W over them. Arm 19-8.
What an incredible showing by Merc. 13-3. Again, you know, I mean, what can I say? They started on the Coalition side. Pretty clean sweep. They were able to, you know, pick up a lot of rounds. 9-3 half. And they picked up some what looked to be impossible pistols. And they ended up prevailing on top. Again, 13-3, what a great way to start it off before we head into Port, which I am much more excited for.
I love gassing Port. It's definitely going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully Elevate is going to know what Merc has up their sleeves, specifically with Arm, and they'll be able to put up a bit of a better fight coming on into map number 2, because if not, it's going to be a quick 2-0 here, folks.
Oh, we shall see how that second map is going to play out as we do head into it soon. Again, GG's to Merciless winning that first map. 13-3. It is a best of 3, so if they can pull it off on Port, it's going to be over. But if Elevate can make a comeback here, maybe we'll get some reverse sweep action and take it to Soar for a third map.
We'll quickly sacrifice the go out back for that.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Port whenever it comes.
Yeah, folks, we should be hopping on into Port here. Probably just about 15 minutes or so. We're going to have a quick break time here, and then we'll be back after that. Go over just what happened on in map number 1, and then map number 2 should be ready after that. So all that being said, we're going to head on into the break time right now, and we will see you on the floor.
Don't you think it's time to up your game? Get to the next level with G Fuel Energy. Item selection. Zero sugar, antioxidants, vitamins. Character creation. Wow, looking good. Gamer words. DLC. XP. Side quest. Look out, sweats. Build mode. Lag. Noob. Squad up. G Fuel Energy. We made this commercial for you gamers.
Yo, welcome back, everybody. Map number 2 is being prepared as we speak. Currently, Merciless HQ leads 1-0 in this best of 3. We'll see if it's time for Elevate to strike back, or if the Empire is going to go ahead and win in the second map. Before we do that, though, we're going to go ahead and jump on into some replays, take a look at what happened in map number 1, see what Merciless did so well to get a 13-3 victory, and what Elevate needs to work on coming on into map number 2. Here we are on port. Quick little sneak peek of everybody going on in the background. We were talking about rules earlier. Well, that's what they're doing. You guys can see what's going on in the background. Just a quick sneak peek. Again, head on over to mobleysports.org to check out the rules page to go ahead and see everything going on in the background. Here we are on map number 1, though. Manthus, what you think Merciless did that was just so well, or worked so well for them to get a 13-3 victory over Elevate?
You know, honestly, I think it was just their play style and choosing the perfect time to get aggressive. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it kind of backfired on them and it maybe cost them a couple rounds, but I mean, ultimately 13-3, I guess that risk was worth it. Just looking at the final scoreline, I mean, they were able to take so much map control on the coalition side. They were also getting those reads down like so perfectly a couple times as well. Like we would be down to like, you know, a 2v2 or a 1v1 or something, and the players would be taking forever over on the side of Elevate, you know, like maybe trying to, you know, bait out the Merciless players and thinking, oh, we're rotating or we're doing something. And nope, they just hold their ground, you know, they're not over rotating until that bomb gets planted. And they just, you can really tell these guys are some veterans. They know all the tricks in the book. You can't fool these guys when it comes to, you know, outsmarting them on this big map of Canals.
Yeah, they really, you know, we're talking about using those longer range weapons, and they did a phenomenal job with it. You said if you're confident with your, before map 1 started, you said, I was confident, or I am confident with the longer range weapons. I want my team, if we won the knife round, to start on the coalition side. That's exactly what Merciless did. They had a huge lead coming on into flip by 6. It was 9-3, and Elevate wasn't able to put a single point on the board when they were on the breach side. So not only were they very confident with the angles they had on the coalition side, but they were able to play the breach side really well coming on into this. The team, Elevate, the team that I saw, seemed to be just a little discombobulated, maybe not fully there, maybe need some G Fuel to go ahead and wake them on up. You know, coming on into map number 2 of Port, this is one of these maps where, of course, all these maps require team play. You can't just get away with sloppy play on any of these maps, but I think Port is one of those maps, as we were talking earlier, that is even more so important to have that team communication and chemistry down. I don't know if Elevate has it. What do you think?
I mean, we'll have to see. You know, again, Canals is a lot harder. It's like you have to utilize the long range weapons or you can't be successful. And you know, again, we didn't even get to see Elevate pull out the Euratio, whereas Merciless were using it quite a bit on the coalition. Again, we didn't get to see them as much on the coalition side, so maybe Elevate would have pulled it out more if they had gotten more rounds. But still, regardless, you could tell that they're just not as used to playing with that longer range style. And again, Canals was the pick of Merciless. They were ready to come into this and utilize those long-range weapons. They were feeling confident. We'll have to see how it comes into Port, because this is Dynamic Gaming's pick, and usually you never pick Port unless you're actually prepared for it. You know, you gotta have the util, the strats, and everything down.
Yeah, definitely. I was just reading over here in the chat, folks are ready to go. Yeah, definitely. You're definitely going to need the strats, the util down, utility utilization down for this next map of Port. And I think we're about ready to go ahead and dive on into it. Just got one more player needing to join up, and we are going to be ready for the knife round to see which side they're starting out on. Or it'll be Merciless on the coalition side or on the breach side. Folks, let us know in the comment section down below who you think will be taking this map number 2. Is this the end of the semifinals here? Is Merciless going to win, or are we going to map number 3 to fight it out there? Let us know in the comment section down below. Tell us what you think the round count will be. Always curious to see what the chat's thoughts on that are, as well as the YouTube poll. If you haven't made your voices heard over there in that, hit that YouTube poll up.
What kind of scoreline do you think we're looking at? You think it's going to be more lopsided or a bit closer on port?
As you mentioned, this is going to be Elevate's pick. So you think they got something up their sleeve to go against Merciless? I'm thinking, I don't know, man. After what I saw on map number 1, and it is just map 1. So I've seen so many map 1s where one team, like I said, they just look totally asleep. They come in map number 2, have a phenomenal showing, take it to map number 3. Merciless just seems to be on something different today. They are ready, they are awake, they are ready to play. I'm thinking we're going to see a closer scoreline, maybe 13-8, 13-9, but I think ultimately Merciless is going to take the W. I'm hoping Elevate proves me wrong on that, because I want to see the best case scenario. I want us to go all the way to map number 3, 13-12 victory on port. Going over to Soar would be phenomenal, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. Chat, let me know if you think it's going to go that way or not. What about you, Mantis? You feeling the same way, or am I missing something here?
I mean, I was pretty much going to say I think it's going to be like 13-9 or something. I'm not sure which team is going to pull forward in the end. I think it just comes down to how well they're both prepared coming into it, but I do think that it's a lot harder to have a lopsided scoreline on this map, so no matter who comes out on top, I think it's looking closer to like, maybe 13-9, 13-10, something like that. Probably not going to see another 13-3 like we did in that first map. I am expecting it to be much closer.
Yeah, I would definitely be surprised if that's the case, knocking on wood, trying not to bring the caster's curse on into this, but we've predicted so much at this point that at some point the gods of casting are going to get irritated at us. Folks, with that being said, though, I think we are ready to go. We'll go ahead and dive on into the knife round right now and see what sides these teams will be starting on. We're underway.
All right. It all comes down to who wins this knife round. If I'm Dynamic Gaming, I'll probably want to start on Coalition at this point. Honestly, I think both teams will want to start on Coalition, no matter who wins the knife. And here we go, and it looks like it's going to be Merc on top.
Winning the knife round in map number 1, and now in map number 2, they will be deciding which side they want to start out on here, folks. And we are, I would say, just about a minute away from map number 2 starting. Whatever side you start on, if you're Elevate, you need to win this pistol round. You want to go ahead and put some early points there on the board. You do not want to let Merciless, once again, they won both pistol rounds in map number 1. Elevate needs to win this here.
Oh yeah, 100%. We need a good pistol round from Elevate here. I think that is fully what matters when it comes to, like, who's going to win this map. They need to get this. And it looks like we have a sub coming in this map on the side of Elevate as well. As we head into this pistol round, it's going to be Ticks coming in. Not 100% sure who they're replacing, but someone has hit the bench. And Vape already getting aggressive. What is this ballsy play? But he gets shut down immediately. It's not going to work out. Ottawa is able to find one. Almost gets a second, but Scott is ready with the refrag. It's down to a 3v3, and now they're bouncing all over the A site. And it's just a flurry of bullets going in any direction. Scott's able to jump out and able to find Juice. He gets a second, and now Callie's left. Gets a 2k, though, and Eluse is left in a 1 versus 1. Both full HP. It can't get closer than this. Callie's picked up the XD, so it's literally an even split 1v1. Both players got the same guns, the same HP. You literally can't get closer than this. And it looks like Callie's going to rotate towards the B site, and they will be able to get a nice and open ball plan. Oh, they hear the jump, though. Ooh. They're not going to win the gunfight. It's Eluse to pick it up, and Merciless lead 1-0 right now. Oh my goodness, I thought Callie had the play. You hear the jump from Eluse there, and it's like the game sense to turn around instead of running to site, but man, it just didn't work out in the end.
There's Eluse, 41 maps, his name, 75% win rate overall, the KD of 1.19. Get aggressive, Vape pops up, he's going to find Juice. Ox with a quick trade. Here's Scott coming up, looking to see if he can find some more of these players on his left and right. He's got to be careful. Ox is ultimately put him down, but it's Ottawa coming from behind, stabbing him down. Multiple trades going back and forth here. It's Vape picking up another kill cross map, and Eluse should finish Pretzels off. They saw each other, thought, and that's it. Merciless with a quick W there in round number 2.
And Elevate They got to get around here because Merciless, they got to be feeling a little too cocky right now. You know, you won the pistol round and you're on that coalition side. I don't want to see a repeat of our first half from last map, but at this point, it all comes down to how well Elevate plays out these rounds on the breach side. They have a lot of usual to work with as well, so they should be able to easily take space when they want to. Scott pre-firing through this connector here, but he chooses to back off. You know, doesn't want to lose any HP that's unnecessary. Ottawa holding that pixel angle as well. That is actually kind of dirty. I can't even lie. And Tick somehow is able to win that gunfight. He's jumping in the air, and he still wins the gunfight against Scott. I can't believe he pulled that one off. And now Merc have lost an A player. But they still have 2 on B. They're not over-rotating or anything. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, even though it looks like they're about to lose the site, they don't rotate until the bomb is planted. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Now Vape is on his way to the A site. But Elevate, they're still bunched up around mid. It's like, I honestly couldn't tell you if they're planning to go A or B. But it looks like A might be the side of choice. A lot of flashes coming out and stuff. Loose is able to spot that player over towards Long. And he's able to get the pick on him. Callie's going to get dropped. And now that bomb is going down. It's down to a 4 versus 4. Not a lot of util to work with on either side. Only one smoke in the hands of Loose. And it's going to be a full-on retake. But no one is going to be coming from that window, I believe. We're going to be having a connector and back site push from these players. And slowly they're going to start making their way. Pretzel's playing an aggressive angle. But he's going to drop down. It's going to work out. He's able to find 2. That's huge. But Vape is going to push out while he's reloading. He's able to find a 2K. But Ox is left in the back site. Oh, and Lucy runs out of ammo. He can't pull it off. And Ox is just barely able to clutch up.
Very close.
Came down to the wire, man.
Phenomenal round there for each team's. Elevate is able to pull it out right there. There's Ox with 100 maps to his name. 56% win rate. KD of 1.07. That overall rating of 1.15. Man, that could have gone either way. Really, really close there. Loose had a couple more bullets, and I think Ox would have been out of there. Could be 3-0.
Down to the ammo. Oh, Vape. I love this aggressive play from him. I think he's a dead man soon, though. I don't know how this is gonna work out for him. Scott is able to get a pick, but yeah, Vape is gonna get dropped, and Loose has pulled out the KSG. Juice has one as well in his hands, though. And he's watching the flank with it too. This is disgusting. And yeah, Loose is gonna get dropped. It's the battle of the KSG now. Scott is holding it over towards side here. He tries to push up. He's going to eat that flash. And yeah, he just can't do much when he's stuck on the stairs like that. Ottawa has picked up a KSG though. Honestly, these stairs are the best place to be trying to utilize this weapon.
Take his time now. Bomb has been planted. It's a 2 versus 4 here. 2 shotguns here for Elevate, though. Juice and Ox both having the KSG. Juice very low on HP. Won't take very much to drop him, but a KSG does a whole lot of damage. I bet they're just going to go ahead and let this bomb tick down, see if they can pick up any stragglers, come off of sight, and then just try to go into the next round. That's beginning to see what the plan here is for Merciless.
Yeah.
There's Ottawa picking up pretzels. Gotta be careful not to get dropped by that bomb.
Oh man, Ottawa barely survives. 3 HP. I guess he knows.
Very risky, man.
He must have done his homework. He's like, I'm not going to die from the bomb right here.
So he is very close and risking as well, popping out to pick out the AK. Times played here. 1 time played for Merc with a 100% win rate. They won that. And then we got 5 times played, coming in at a 3-2 win-loss ratio over there for Team Elevate. A little more experience here on this map in terms of tournament settings for Elevate right there. Ooh, Vape, nice kill there on Juice coming up. Tries to pick up the second, and he's able to find Ox. Man, when you got that music playing with those windows down, it's easy to find you. Nobody's yet to get dropped here on the side of Merciless. They're in a good position here, about 1:24 on the clock to work with. Arm is on the bomb site with that KSG once again to try to ruin Pretzel's day. Coming out here. You can see that that steam coming off of that nice pretzel. Dodges back and forth, and Army's going to win the gunfight versus him. Callie low on HP, eats that full burst, and Vape quickly able to clean it up. It's 3-2. Merciless is back in the lead, folks. Definitely closer than last time, but Merciless just still seems to have that edge. I can't tell if that's Merciless overall here, or it's just because they have the coalition side. Oh, Dooley's being pulled out. Interesting.
That's like his signature weapon, man. I always see Prince whip out those dualies. I want to see him get a kill, at least one. Just make me happy, man. Let me see them dualies shine. Oh my goodness. All right, well, it's not gonna be this time.
They were shining too bright. Gave away his position, man. Loose in a difficult spot. Ooh! He quick scoped that with the Scar. Ottawa coming up to go ahead and get the refrag on Ox. And Callie, the last player left alive here. Doing what you can to stay alive until you going out. Still max HP. Watching backstab now. You gotta be careful. Ooh, man, Scott able to pick up the headshot there on Callie. I was thinking Callie might escape with a couple kills, but unfortunately not going to be able to. Merciless now leading it by 2. It's 4-2. Let's bring up that scoreboard and take a look at what's going on here. I'm curious to see what we are at. Vape 8-3. He's having a phenomenal game. And Scott right below him at 7-4. Yeah, there's Juice right there and the sub Tykes. Am I saying that right? Tykes?
Tykes, Ticks. It's got to be something.
We're going with Tykes. Sub coming in, I believe one of the better players here for Elevate, but not warmed up. That could be detrimental to them.
Oh my
man,
goodness.
look at
the
Arm.
shots are so crisp. He's still going. He gets 3.
No!
He gets... Okay, it was Ottawa to pick him up. I thought he got that other player there. But still, even though they're eco frags, like, man, the shots are clean. This man, he just instantly flicks. It's like he's warmed up. He's ready. There's an extra level of crispiness to this man. That's just so satisfying to watch.
Going out with a bus driver uppercut. Busting some chops, man. 5-2. Elevate is leading by 3. Excuse me, Merciless is leading by 3. They're trailing right now. And Vape picking up. I've seen a bunch of frag kills today. That's a third?
Oh yeah,
Pretzels?
no, they've been going crazy with them.
Okay, we'll go whole tournament and see maybe one frag kill, but you get them all in all one single matchup. Sky's gonna eliminate Juice, but it's all up to Callie. We'll see what she can do. Nice little crisp
goodness.
3K.
Almost looked winnable there. I can't believe. Dude, imagine if Callie pulled that off. I would have been so impressed.
Definitely very close to it. 35 maps to her name with a 71% win rate right there. KD of 1.57, coming with that overall rating of 1.60. It's close towards the, I mean, it looks a little more lopsided right here for, 4 rounds separating these teams, but it's coming down closer towards the end. It's not, they're not totally dominating them. Really, Elevate needs to get just have a little luck on their side and win the 1v1 or the 1v2, and they'll be able to close that gap, I think. But it needs to happen soon. 2 more rounds go by, and you're going to be in a difficult spot. You definitely don't want another 9-3 or 10-2 going into the flip.
Oh, and the picks are in favor of Elevate this time around. Ottawa is now left in a 1 versus 5. Let's see what this man can do before the round ends. He's already on his way in. He's able to cross to Maze because of that smoke. I don't know if they expect him to be in here. And yeah, he's able to drop Pretzel and get... Wait a minute, hold on. He gets 3 there. What? And both players are coming from mid. Now that flash comes out, it's going to slow them down even more. Ticks is giving away his position. Going to push up onto the stairs there. And Ottawa gets the 4th. Almost gets the ace. Oh my goodness, how does he almost win that? It's like the lineup from those players is ridiculous. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we've seen some crisp feeds today. This is why you come to the Embers victory, folks. Nobody's burning out just yet. This is a full-on bonfire going right now. 6-3. Both these teams are still in this. If you elevate, you get 1 more point on the board, I think you're staying comfortable. Bit of a broken buy coming in for them. Juice just rocking the Deagle. Got Ox with the KSG. And assault rifles for the remaining players here. Pretzels has picked up the AK. It's coming and making a whole lot of noise in that KSG. Scott's low on HP, trying to stay alive, but he's going to get dropped there by Ticks. Otto coming from behind. Ooh, man, that's clean. Chris grabs a 2K, looking to see if he can find the 3rd. Throws out the frag grenade and just gets out of there with his life. Comes back with the pistol, but it's Juice saying no. And drops him with his Deagle. It's a 2 versus 2 now. But the breach are on the bomb site. They haven't been able to breach a bomb site, and they're looking to plant that bomb. Is he player at number 5 right now? Loose coming in, trying to go for the wall bang. Not able to come up with it. The bomb has been planted. The roles have switched now. Coalition are on the offense. Loose needs to be careful. Only about 30 rounds left. Oh man, Vape. What? Callie doesn't realize Eluse is coming from behind, and it's going to be 7-3. Merciless leading by 4.
I mean, we could get another. It's still possible for us to get a 9-3 half. Elevate need to stop that from happening, though. We can't have history repeat itself coming into this map here. And it's a full buy coming out from both sides. Pretty much full util on either side. It's looking like A-Long's gonna be where a lot of the players are going. That frag does a little bit of damage. Pretzels and Ticks are tagged down a little bit. Pretzels gets tagged again by Scott there as he gets a little aggressive. 2 players in mid as well are posted up right now, and Ox is going to be the first to get dropped. Scott going for the peek to try and support his teammates, and he's able to drop one, and he's still pushing. This man doesn't care, but he overextends, and Ticks is able to take him down, but Vape is still holding this angle. That smoke is going to come into play at the perfect time, but it doesn't matter. The spray through the smoke is going to be all he needs to take down Juice. And now it's both players over towards A-Long. Ticks and Callie have to make something work here. And Ticks able to take out Ottawa. He tried to peek the angle, but he was just a little bit too late. And now these players, it looks like maybe they're going to go through Garage and take it to B. Quite the interesting strat for them to go with here. And it's going to go down to Eluse here. He's able to drop one, but Callie with the refrag. And now they are gone. They've made their way into that maze. And it's going to be the bomb going down any second now. Can't take too much time, though. They're all going to rotate and creep up on you. I guess Callie's a little paranoid about someone being pushed up over towards B-Long. And they're about to peek in a Vape here. The question is, who's going to win this one out? It's going to be Vape to pick it up. And it's 8-3. And the money just isn't there. The util is not existing for Elevate right now. They just don't have the money. Meanwhile, Merciless, they are feeling quite rich right now. Lots of extra weapons and utility being dropped in their spawn. Just making sure everyone is loaded up to the maximum. We got Arm juggling the flashes right now. I love the tech from this man.
This is a must win here for Elevate. They need this. You need the W in this round. Last round before the flick.
Oh my goodness.
For the flip. Speaking of flick, though, Arm, nice one on Ox. Pretzel's going to find a loose, even the body count board back up to 4v4. Arm finds Pretzels, and there it is. The trades are coming in back left and right here. 2v3. Merciless having the man advantage. Ticks in a good spot. Thought Scott was just about to be going on corner, but stays disciplined and doesn't. It's Juice with a nice little 2k, though. Vape is the last player alive with 1 minute and 5 to work with. I think they've heard him. Oh no, Ticks knew exactly where he's at. Boom! His top gets popped. And it's 8-4. Elevate coming in and winning that last round before the flip. And now all they need to do is go ahead and get this pistol round W, and they're back in this.
Elevate giving us a little bit of a better half here than the last game. But it all comes down to this pistol round, man. Like, they need to pick up a few here.
Yeah, this pistol round is going to be incredibly important for them. They need this. Merciless picks it up. They're moving into double digits. But if Elevate is able to do that, they'll close the gap to 2, potentially 1. They know that. They're going to be taking their time here. Bomb is already here on site and is going down. Ox giving the claw. Isn't able to land any shots, though. Backs it up. Pretzels is the first to strike. Loose gets dropped. Merciless in a tough spot. It's Scott going to find Ox. Body count board has been even back up.
4v4 retake, but it's going to be hard for LA to pull this one off. Pretzel is able to strike, but Arm gets that shot of his own. Juice gets dropped as well. Arm is on fire right now. And Vape, oh my goodness, how does he win that gunfight out? There was the no ammo that got him in the end, and Ottawa just swings out. The headshots are crisp from Merc, and these guys don't lose their pistol rounds, man. Have they even lost a single pistol round so far in this?
So far, flawless.
Yeah, I mean, they're winning the pistols, and man, look at this. The KSGs as well, they're about to hit a site. At least that would be my prediction, considering they're buying the shotguns. I don't know what to say, man. It's not looking too good for Elevate here.
No, it definitely isn't. Yeah, I mean, I think A site, unless maybe Bomb goes B and the shotguns rush A and try to catch him off guard. I don't know. Oh, speed of shotguns. There's Vape opened up on Juice already. Loose coming through. Tick sees him. Has to back on out of there, but quickly dropped by a Loose. Trying to go for that 2K now. Vape is sneaking in behind. Man, it is going to be an absolute KSG slaughterhouse here. Look at Vape coming from behind. They don't even expect him.
Oh my
Pretzels
goodness.
is gone. He's burnt. And it's 10-4. 6-round lead coming from Merciless, and they're looking hot. Trying to extend that to 7.
Barely picks up that knife there. At least he gets the extra bonus cash in the bag. Maybe an extra gun drop for his teammate or something. And it's going to be kind of that bonus buy again from these guys. And look at the blinds. I think, yeah, these players are fully blinded over towards mid, but it looks like they're ready to strike on A. Just waiting for the perfect flashes or something from the teammates. So far, one trade has come out over towards side. Loose kind of backing up into this corner here. Kind of a risky spot to be in, and yeah, Ox is going to drop him. Bomb is still in spawn. Merc, they gotta make a move here soon, because that timer is starting to tick down, and they don't have the man advantage at the moment. Vape gets a huge pick onto Ox there, though.
Minute left on the clock. Otto's got the dualies. Maybe we'll see them shine again. Hopefully they don't shine too bright this time. Callie about to pop around the corner. We'll be going against Ottawa if that does happen. 45 seconds here. Bomb is slowly making its way over towards B, and Arm wins that gunfight versus Tix.
Pretzel tries to go on the offensive here. And he's gonna get blinded out, but not before he spots Vape. That bomb is making its way up B long right now. And Army's gotta go for that plant. But he's not even good. Look at this. They don't even go for the plant. Like, they're expecting a plant. And instead it's gonna be a swing from Arm here. Look at the IQ on this man. He's able to drop one.
Phenomenal.
I don't think he knows that Callie is over here. And yeah, it's gonna be Callie to clutch it
Great
up.
positioning. I was gonna say Callie's biggest disadvantage right there was going to be the SG, but didn't even realize where Callie was sitting at a perfect angle and didn't even need to worry about it. 5-10 stops Merciless from taking that lead up to 7. Can they keep this up? Can they continue closing that gap, or is this just a little speed bump in the road for Merciless to 13? Get aggressive. Ottawa finally unblinded. He's going to find Tix. Picks up that M4 and has moved on into the B bomb sites. Player number 2, Juice, going to have altercation with him. Juice loses out to Ottawa. 18 HP left to his name, and it's a 2 versus 3 now with man advantage in favor of Merciless. The remaining 2 players are on the A bomb site, but the bomb is down there. They're going to be defending this with their lives, both literally and figuratively.
I think Arm should be able to find a weapon down somewhere. There's no way there isn't a gun down. Or, I'm sorry, Ottawa should be able to find a weapon somewhere.
He had an M4. I don't know, maybe it was lower on ammo. I'm not quite sure what the strategy there is.
I guess he tossed it to Arm because he didn't have the HP, maybe. That's what happened.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah, Ottawa's jiggling this. I think he spotted Ox out there. And Arm is going to get dropped. And onto a 2 versus 2. And
Callie
the
coming in
flick from
huge.
Callie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Ottawa's win this one out. If he can pull this off, I will be super impressed. But yeah, Callie is on
Callie
fire
with the
right now.
3K. Get out of her way. 4 rounds. Close the gap, though. Elevate still in this. The thing I'm beginning to think about here for Merciless is their economy situation. Yep, I'm glad they're going into eco. You need to start thinking about that. You need to kind of manage yourself now into that magic number of 13. You're not going to be able to just run through them. Need a little more finesse now. Trade's going back and forth out here towards mid. It's Pretzels popping around the corner, and Callie there. It's a clean, almost a clean kill sweep. Coming in from Elevate, only losing 1 player so far. Arm, gonna try to make that 2. Gonna be in a difficult spot, just rocking that deagle though. Oh, breaks the armor, trying to go for the second tap, but Ox ultimately wins out on him. He had the focus, he had the power song going. Everybody's got that one song you play. You hit the treadmill, go to the gym.
And now, honestly, it's looking closer to a potential tie here. We'll have to see if Merc have anything in store for us this round. A lot of players making their way towards mid right now. Eluse is just on fire. This man doesn't care. He's not stopping. Ox popping that really low, but I don't think he's going to expect them to already be pushed up this close. I mean, maybe he has a bit of an idea. Oh, and Eluse has been spotted now. But he's just going to make his way up here, but Tix is going to drop him. He tries to be a little too cheeky, and it's not going to work out in his favor. This man was on a solo mission, though. Maybe with a little support from his team, that play works out perfectly.
Minute 7 on the clock. Elevate is looking good. Win this, bring it back within 2. The only thing the biggest thing I'm worried of, if you're a Merciless fan, is their economy. They just need to be careful with it. Tix beginning to come alive here, finds Arm. Nobody's yet to get dropped here on the Elevate side. This was huge. If they're able to get a clean sweep on the Merciless once again.
And look how aggressive they're getting on the B side. It looks like Scott might be able to get that bomb plant. Oh yeah, Ottawa gets a huge pick. But now Ox has to be careful about B long, and he probably has no idea.
Man, he's getting... Why you switch to your knife, man? Come on, Elevate. Don't do that. You're not leading by 7 or 8.
Oh my goodness. Juice just hit him with a wallbang when he tried to go for that plant all the way from the A side, and now Ottawa's in trouble. I was thinking this round could easily be in favor of Merc. Ottawa has really good positioning, but now that bomb gets dropped.
Even try it here. Say that SG team's not in the best catch situation. Of course, you have the loss bonus coming in. Oh, he's got to be careful, man. Flashbang going out. That was close. He definitely could have lost his life right there.
I think we're going to see... I think they're going to go for the 4 since Ottawa saved there. But I tell you what, if Merciless loses round, they got to eco and make it 10-10 most likely. So this is going to be a much needed round for them. I honestly think they need a little more coordination because they're really not showing it, especially when they push towards mid right now. They kind of just go off and do their own thing.
Yeah, it's time to work a little bit more of his team. Utilize those utilities a little more effectively and efficiently. And Merciless can still get this. But Elevate's come alive.
Eluse is just pushed up so far. Like, this man is playing so aggressively right now. But, oh, look at that. Vape is finally ready there to support him. And Tick's trying to hold mid, but he's going to get backstabbed. Cali with a wallbang, though. He's able to drop Scott. So now on to a 4 versus 3. Bomb is going down. Oh, Pretzel can spot the player out, but they're going to back up just in time from cover. That frag should help soften up the players. That's an armor break onto Eluse. Some nice information as well. Arm goes for the peek, and he's able to drop Cali. Juice is going to re-challenge this, though, but it's not going to matter. Arm is ready for it.
That was an intense round right there. Merciless ultimately coming up with the W, though. They've extended their lead back to 3.
Yeah, much needed round for Merc if they wanted to try and clean sweep this. I would say it's a much needed round for Elevate too if they wanted a chance at coming back, because it would have easily been 10-10 right now. It would have been Merc's eco round. And now look at this. They got all by M4s. It's going to be hard for Elevate to pick this one off, considering that Merciless has the stronger rifle advantage right now. Pretzel, oh, he gets tagged a little bit, but Cali is going to save his life at the last second.
Cali's been on fire. Definitely MVP of map number 2 here. Yeah, I'm looking at the economy for both these teams. You might, it's gonna get interesting if we get a 13-12.
I think it's possible. I mean,
we might just get it due to the economy. I don't know what we're gonna see here.
Huge headshot from Arlo. They've taken a site here at this point. I mean, maybe Merc can pull it off, but no, Arm is gonna get dropped. That is a pick you did not want to happen.
Very important bomb plant. Even if they do lose the round, they at least get the extra cash, and they definitely need that.
It's been tough for Merc to pull this one off. A 2v4 and Eluse got tagged a lot from the wallbang. Maybe on the offensive here, though. I love the plays, man. Like, they just don't care. And Juice is making his way here. He's going to spot player below him.
Oh my gosh.
2v4, and now it's a 2v1. Tiggs is going to make his way in from the connector, but Eluse is going to clean it up. Like, how do they just turn these around, man? And telling you, these guys play so well together. They look up and they say, all right, you know what? We have to go. That's the thing that Merc does. Every time they're in a losable scenario, they're like, we have to do a risky play here. or we are losing the round no matter what. I'm just gonna go and try and take a 1v1. I'm gonna force it, and they just don't expect it, man. Like Vape swung out Garage, gets a free pick there, and now look at this. Elevate, they're basically on an eco. Like it's such a broken buy for them for this last round. Juice buying the GSR. I've never seen someone buy a GSR in a competitive match before.
Dude, it's been a minute since I've seen the GSR pulled out. Almost able to get a
makes it
kill.
worth- yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be all she wrote here for Team Elevate. Pretzels with the FP6 definitely going to have to come in big if he wants to keep his team in this. Bomb is being planted. Oh, man. Again with the knife out. 2 players up to live here. It's up to Ox and Callie.
Yeah, no, there's not a whole lot you can do here. They're just hunting them down now. Callie's giving away their position over towards spawn. I think Merciless are going to get impatient soon here. Look at it loose with a pistol out. He's going to get
The
wallbanged,
ammo's going to kill Callie. Look at Callie's ammo. Yeah, it's all over. 13-8. Man, what did I say?
You are a wizard.
Dude, that's like almost never happens. I must have really pleased the casting gods over the last week. I've been multiple.
It's like
I've upped
you're
my
always
sacrifices,
wrong,
man.
You're
I
always
know,
wrong
I'm always
when you
wrong.
give a prediction.
I've upped my sacrifice. Striker, I said 13-8, man. I hope you're proud of me. I got it. It's eight goats a week. Anyways, folks, don't have to go into that. 13-8 victory. Merciless with the W, winning 2-0 over Team Elevate.
Vape had a crazy map that time around. 25 kills to his name. Again, that is our North America MVP from Worlds 2022 right there, showing why he's going to help Merc advance to the grand finals. We'll have to find out who they play in the near future. And again, they have guaranteed their hands on some of those prizes.
Yep, exactly. Well played there to Merciless HQ. Congratulations. Elevate, well played. Definitely enjoyed watching you. Just not able to get that W map number 2. Not going over to Soar. I wanted to see it.
I would have liked Soar, but oh well. It can't always happen. At least it wasn't banned, you know, I'll give them some credit. We left it as a decider. The Elevate, today they just weren't able to make it happen. Maybe next time we'll get to see the exciting map. Now, for those of you wondering, I do believe that is our last match of this stream. The other one, I believe, is being played off stream, so not a whole lot we can do as far as that. I'm sure maybe the recording will be posted or something like that. So maybe check out the channel. Make sure you guys are subbed to the Mobile Esports channel if you want to see that game, because we may or may not upload it just as the match so you guys can see it. It will be uploaded. I just got confirmation. So you guys can go in and watch that on our channel. Make sure you all are subbed with that bell on so you can know when we upload that match recording.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, because sometimes YouTube doesn't notify. You'll definitely get the notification over there on Twitter, and join the Mobile Esports Discord server if you haven't joined yet. Also, while you're down there playing around with the down thingy below, clicking those links, don't forget to head over to gfuel.com. We can use code esportsmobile to get 30% off anything at gfuel.com. That's right. Don't need to adjust the volume. Don't need to reconnect your headphones. You heard me correctly. That's 30% off anything at gfuel.com by utilizing that code esportsmobile at checkout. Just toss it in like a frag grenade, just as casually as some of these players do, and get 30% off. The artificial intelligence takes care of it for you. You don't have to do the math. You know, if you're like me, I don't know what 30% off of anything is. The artificial intelligence takes care of it for you. All I got to do is, I don't even have to put my credit card in anymore. I just go Apple Pay, bump 30%, esports mobile, boom, and it's at my house a couple days later. It's super easy, folks. You got no excuse. Get the amazing product that is G Fuel while saving yourself some change on the amazing product that is G Fuel. Help us out here at Mobile Esports. We do greatly appreciate it. For the final time, that's code esportsmobile at checkout for 30% off anything at gfuel.com. Well, folks, again, that's all we got for you today. The match is taking place off stream will be, of course, uploaded later, and then we will be having tomorrow's stream, which will be the Eurasia region. I believe that's starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think, of course, we'll have the times posted. I'm waiting for 3 p.m. CET, so at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 3 p.m. CET, and you can do the conversions for you all. Depending on where you're located in the world. Again, that's the Eurasia region happening tomorrow here at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you then. Mantis, before we get out of here, you got anything else you want to say?
GG's to the teams. Merciless have advanced. Again, we do have the matches tomorrow, but make sure you guys are also tuning in next weekend so we can find out who's going to win the grand finals. That's when our grand final streams will be taking place.
Folks, all that being said, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.